Blood, how the hell are you in the live stream already? Using it. A man was in the live stream before me to blood clot. What's going on, Mr. H? I'm all like loading up the thing in the lobby because I'm about to just do a quick response video and then I'm going to jump on a live on TikTok as well. Therefore, let me get the StreamYard thing loaded up. And then a man's already in the lobby waiting, you know. Do you know, I had that before. I think Dulce David, become like Dulce David on the original subscribers, them. Yeah, he told me that he was saying Wagwan, and I hadn't even started the live stream yet. So what could you see? Was it like a dark screen? Was it like black? Could you see anything? Yeah, man, come on, man. Who's that? Mr. Masterson. Big up, Jay. Good to see you on your grind. Yeah, man, come on, man. What I'm gonna do quickly, I'm gonna quickly do a response video to this person. But yeah, when you was in the lobby, what could you see? Was it just a black screen? Did it say like JY's TV? Could you see me or not? Because I don't think. Oh, it said waiting for JY. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick response video to this person, and then yeah, I'll start the live stream on TikTok. Yeah, obviously I know you can see me now, but obviously, nah, don't worry about it. You don't get you don't get. I'll explain afterwards. Just waiting for this thing to load. So my man saying the young boys of this generation need you, cuz. Well, of course they do. Because the women of this generation, or let's say the previous generation, they picked the wrong fucking men. And I know certain chicks are gonna watch this video and say, oh, well, you know, if the men weren't deadbeat, if the men weren't waste men, or they started out all right, and then they turned out to be waste men and deadbeat and that, then my son wouldn't have would be, you know, fatherless, or I wouldn't be a single mom. And the thing is, these chicks need to realize it is all down to them to filter out and pick the right men to pass on their Ross Clark genes. Because certain men are just waste men. It's in their nature. They shouldn't be allowed to pass on their genes, but they will if, you know, they've been given access to. So it's down to the women to filter them out. And me, I'm a man, I talk about accountability and that. But when it comes to breeding up and allowing waste men to pass on their genes, women have to take full accountability. And you know, it's so mad as well. Me saying things like this on a video, women will try and flag this video and get this video taken. I gotta take the Ross Clark video down. They're vexed because they know I'm speaking the truth. So these chicks out here be getting breeded up by waste men and by guys that I wouldn't want to be friends with. Like right now, there are chicks that have boyfriends, have baby fathers with guys that I wouldn't even want that fool to phone me. I wouldn't want that fool to have my number. Imagine that. You are going to get bred up by a guy that I wouldn't even want to be friends with. I wouldn't even want to spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes out of my time talking to this damn fool. But you allowed him to pass on your G's. You allowed this person to be the captain of your Ross Clark ship. Well, yeah, you're going to end up like the Titanic then. So, yeah, these chicks, they need to take up accountability. And the reason why these young men ain't got no role models on that is because the women are picking the wrong men. Picking the wrong men. The guys that these chicks be picking to reproduce with, I would never want my little sister to reproduce this with this guy. I would never want my sister to date this guy. So what women need to do, this is the easiest way to vet men. Just ask yourself, this guy you're chatting to right now, this guy you're dating right now, would you want your son to be like him? If the answer is no, you need to get rid of him. Because who else is he going to learn from? He should be, the first person he should be learning from is his dad. So if his dad ain't a good role model on that, well, yeah. So that's the way women need to pick men. Would I want my dad, would I want my son to grow up to be like this man? If the answer is no, get rid of him. Now, obviously, listen, nobody's perfect. I'm sure my girl, yeah, she wouldn't want my son to be 100% like me. Like, oh yeah, I would change these little things and that, just little dumb stuff, whatever. Really. Like, yeah. I mean, what mum wants their son to be going around fighting all the time. So I could understand, like, you know, she'll change the little thing. But if she had the choice, yeah, for her son to be a carbon copy of me or not be like me, she'll say, yeah, all right, cool, go down that route. Be like your dad. My girl wants her son to be just like me. She says it all the time. She's like, oh, I'd love for my son to, she says she wants to have a son because she wants her son to be the way I am with my mom. I'm a mama's boy. Get me? I'll protect my mom and that. Get me? So yeah, and obviously I'm an accomplished man and that. So yeah, women need to start picking men that they want their sons to grow up to be like. And you know what? Furthermore, man, them, we should only want to be friends with guys that we aspire to be like. We should only want to be friends with guys where it's like, if our sons grew up, would we want them to be like this guy that I call my friend? So that's why I don't even chat to certain man right now, because I even kind of started adopting that mindset. Like, rah, why would I continue to move and flex with a man if I wouldn't want to be like him? If I wouldn't want to be in his position. There's only one man I know, big on Bridget Bengal, like I would trade places with. So if you know a man that you wouldn't really want to trade places with, you may need to start distancing yourself from that person, because you should be around serious man that you wouldn't mind trading places with. So if you know people that you wouldn't want to trade places with, I think you should start trying to move. I'm not saying ghost a man. I'm not saying ghost a man, but what I'm saying is you need to start bridging that gap. Anyway, man, that's it, man. If you've made it this far, I should be on a live stream. If you watch this video before 10 o'clock, I should be on a live stream. I'm a Ras Clark legend. I'm recording a response video during a Ras Clark live stream. The work ethic is too strong. But gems for you lot, yeah? You lot getting second-hand. Oh, big up Mr. Master said, you know what? Respect, brother. Why can't I highlight the thing? Big up, big up. This is the highest super chat I've ever had. £10. Respect, brother. Yeah. It is like a pussy about no, not you. Fam. It's so funny. Yeah, this guy acts like he's a hater, but he's actually a supporter. How can you be? I beg you lot, never believe, yeah, never think for 1 minute this guy is a hater, yeah, because he's in every live stream. He's in every live stream, leaving comments in that. Do you know this helps the algorithm? Like, yo, this particular viewer is always leaving comments and that. They must be engaged with this person's videos. Sorry, just a sec. I'm just uploading this video that I just. Pick a man. But you know what the problem is, yeah? Oh shoot. The problem is, yeah. Hold on. Sorry, one sec. I've come to the conclusion. Right. So I've come to the conclusion that. Oh, shut up. I've come to the conclusion. Yeah, no, I'm not on TikTok at the moment. I'll be on TikTok in a minute. But yeah, I've come to the conclusion that women they only like to date problematic men. So if you think making money, yeah, getting a Ferrari and that, fam, they like problematic men. It's not that they want bad man. It just so happens that bad men are problematic and that. But I guarantee you, yeah, if you just analyze the chicks, if you analyze the chicks that you know date, they might not necessarily be bad boys and on the road and that, but they're problematic, i.e., they don't have their life together. And women like to be able to try and fix other men's problems and that. But they're distracting themselves like everyone else in this world. They're distracting themselves. You think I've got time to be fixing someone else's problem unless they're rascal paying me? No, I'm gonna focus on me. And this is what's wrong with people that look like me as well. They want to go around and fix all these issues. Blood. The way to improve our race is if everyone said to themselves, right, I'm going to become the best version of myself. Problem solved. Problem rascal solved. But the problem is they deliberately distract themselves with race, black oppression, all this nonsense, depression as well, all of this nonsense. They distract themselves with every other thing, then do some fucking rascal work. What's the quality like of the video? Whoever's watching. But yeah, big up. All right, let's a couple man. Hold on. Let's see. Big up, man. Like Dawson David. Come on. Can't stay long, but big up, bro. Come on, man. Don't worry, man. There ain't gonna be nothing I ain't said before. I mean, just revising the gems. Right, yo. Oh, yeah. Big up, man. Like Shane. What's going on? Who have you rattled on TikTok? Who have you rattled on TikTok this time? Oh, did you see that video with that gal? Yeah. Shane, is it the video about the girl you're talking about? Where she was making a diss video against me. Don't worry, a block is coming. Is every day one word or two words? It's one word, isn't it? I put two words. Yeah, it's one word. Me, I don't like doing typos. Yeah, I don't like that stuff. So this is a good one. What's your view on religious people? So I ain't got a problem with no one that believes in God or whatever religion they subscribe to and that. The only problem I have with religious people is when they say things like, you know, God willing or God will provide and that, or when the time's right, God will bring this into my life and that. And I'm saying like, no, fam, like, why are you relying on God? You're just trying to absolve responsibility in that. Well, it's not my fault and God's going to fix my situation and that. Just like people that vote, they're trying to get people in power. Obviously, people hold authority and that, people have a higher power and that. They're trying to get them in to fix their problem. Fam, it's not, you got this thing messed up. It's you that is going to fix your situation and that and solve your problems. So don't rely on God. Don't rely on the local MPhil council or whoever's MP or your local mayor and that to fix and solve your problems and, you know what I'm saying, better your situation and that. You got to do it. So look, if people want to believe in God, that's cool. I ain't got a problem with that. The only issue I have is when people are relying on God or relying on some higher being, higher power being to fix their situation and that. No, you got this thing messed up. If you've not been watching me long enough, you would have remembered a time where basically when I first bought this house like 7 years ago, I had one friend one chick. Nah, I went in the friend zone. Yeah, she was in the friend zone. Yeah, no disrespect. But yeah, she come up here to see this property. I mean, to be fair, she was a colleague. Yeah, she worked at my workplace and that. But like certain people who are your colleagues and that, like you will link them afterwards, not linking her for that. But yeah, they're cool people and that. So boom, she's come up to the house and that. And she's standing in the kitchen right over there. And she says that, yeah, because these times I got fired from my old workplace. So at the time, she was on like 35 grand a year sort of thing at my old workplace. She was like a business analyst. And she said that another job opportunity came up paying double. So basically paying like 70 grand a year. And she said she was going to go for the job, the same job role, but elsewhere for double pay, 70 grand a year. This is back in 017 as well, not yesterday, 017. She said she turned the job down because God said it wasn't her time. No, ain't got nothing to do with God. You saw that 70k a year as being bigger than you. You thought you weren't worth 70k a year. Because I guarantee you, if another job opportunity came up, just paying 45 grand, and she weren't really getting along with the people in her workplace, manager's a bit disrespectful and that, she'll be like, the hell with it, man. Let me go and get that 44. Where that 45 grand a year job at? But because it was paying 70 grand a year, she thought, oh, this, I'm overwhelmed. Like, I don't see myself being worth 45 grand, 70 grand a year. So this internal feeling in her, there was like an internal feeling. It was telling her, nah, like, this is too much for you and that. She's trying to blame it on God. No, man, that's the internal feeling, man. You got low self-esteem, man. You don't think that you're worth 70 grand a year. That's what you got scared. You saw the high wage and that, and you didn't think you was good enough. That's what it was. She don't understand that, you know, it had nothing to do with God. Now, obviously, because she believes in God, that's what she thinks it is. I'm telling you, it's not that. Big up man like Omar. I'm on so Omar, you're asking where I'm live on. I'm on YouTube. Yeah. Don't rely on God. That's someone's question. Yeah. And I swear, someone even said in under one of my comments, I don't know, because obviously I've mentioned this a few times in that. I think they were saying, don't quote me. Hey, my Muslim brothers in the chat right now, does it say anywhere in the Quran, yeah, that someone said something along the lines of, wait, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Not that I'm going to offend anyone. Like God says that you must depend on yourself. You shouldn't rely on God. Something like that. I can't remember. But someone was saying something along those lines. Yeah, in the Quran, it says you shouldn't be relying on God to fix your situation. You're supposed to fix your situation. Something along those lines. Someone said that in one of my comments and that. Someone asked me, what do you think of the England versus Spain? So me, I'm not a football man. You will never hear me talk about football in any of my videos. I'm not a football man. But I actually took the time out to watch the game yesterday because I wanted England to win. And from the first 5 minutes, I promise you, like you could ask my girl, yeah? Me and my girl sitting down watching it. I said, Spain's going to win this. Because I could just see, like, Spain were on it. I know why England are so shit at football. Why it's not that they're shit. Why they don't win. They're too soft. They're too soft. There's no aggression. Yeah? Them man, they're just floating around the fucking pitch like look, some little fairies. And if I was on the pitch, yeah, I'll be hyped. Yeah? You see that aggression if I was playing football and that. Them man, they just float around the pitch like some little fairies and that. So yeah, man, that's the reason why England didn't win, man. They're too soft, man. There's no aggression. One of the officials and that. So whoever was standing with Ian Wright and their man there must have said, talking about, yeah, we just need to give them time to, you know, get used to the pitch and that. What do you mean get used to the pitch? Was your first day on the team? What do you mean get used to the pitch? What are you talking about? You ain't played 100 games before in your life. Like, yeah, maybe that little youth that's 16, big him up. who I think he turned 17 and that, yeah, he can get used to the pitch. Blood, you lot have been playing, how many games you played, big man, about getting used to the pitch? What? Are the pitches now longer and wider now? So what are you talking about, get used to the pitch? The joke man mentality. What are you getting used to? You get used to the pitch after 1 minute. So, but I wanted England to win. But to be fair, I had a feeling. I was thinking like, yeah, I think they're gonna win it. But then as soon as I saw them play after 5 minutes, first 5 minutes, I'm like, nah. Spain were too aggressive. They were too aggressive, man. But you know what? That is just an accurate depiction of England itself. We're not aggressive enough. I mean, there's some parts of England that are really aggressive, whether it be London or Manchester or Birmingham and that. There's some, or you can go to this pub or, you know what I'm saying, in it? Yeah, there's certain parts, little pockets of places in England that are aggressive. But for the most part, England's mentality is soft. It's fucking soft. Even dumb stuff like, I still need to react to this video, but I feel like it's too late now. Basically, there was a video of Rishi Sunak. This was months and months ago. I saved it on my phone. It's a video of Rishi Sunak. And I don't know where he was, somewhere like Manchester. He was outside of the capital. So he was outside of London somewhere. He got out of this Range Rover, or he was getting into a Range Rover, and some local people was booing him. Boo, boo, boo. And I was thinking to myself, only in a country like England could you have the head of state be walking in public and getting mocked and getting dissed. Do you think for 1 minute, yeah, you could do that in one of them Arab countries? Do you think you could have done that in Uganda when Idi Amin was running the place? Blood, they would cut your fucking head off in the street, blood. Do you think you could have done that when Stalin was running Russia, or when Hitler was running the place? You think you could do that in North Korea right now? No way. But in countries like England, you can get away with dissing the head of state. Even in Jamaica, like we talk about English police now, yeah? English police are so soft. There was one particular video, even my girl, when I start speaking, my girl's gonna remember, yeah? Me speaking about it. There was one video, I don't know, I think the youth was mixed race or something. I could see his hand. Anyway, he's got like 5 police officers in front of his face. Suck your mum, suck your mum, suck your mum, and suck your mum. He's holding the camera in their face. I think to myself, blood, if this was Jamaica, they would have shot him dead right then and there. You can't disrespect the police in Jamaica. When I was in Jamaica last, in 2011, a pregnant woman who was 7 months pregnant got shot dead. And I was thinking to myself, what the fuck could a pregnant woman of 7, 8 months do to a police officer for their police officer to get out a gun and blam her in her head? The police don't play around. You could not say that in Jamaica. You couldn't. No one would think to do that. You'd have to be a madman to do that. Do you know why? Because the police have a reputation of shooting people dead in Jamaica. Even in America, you couldn't really get away with talking some cash money or whatever. Because, you know, you'll be on the floor with a gun to your head, where America's quite serious. Sometimes. Sometimes. In some aspects, they're serious. In other aspects, they're not. But only in England. Like England is a country where, so the primary religion of England is Christianity, yeah, we can agree. The primary religion of Iraq or Iran or Yemen or whatever is Islam, yeah? The primary religion of this country is Christianity. You can walk around dissing the Son of God in this country. You can walk around with a t-shirt disrespecting the Son of God. You could probably burn the cross in this country, yeah, out on a public street, and nothing will happen to you. Some people might come up to you and speak to you. That's in this country, yeah. You could disrespect the primary religion of this country, yeah. This is how you know, yeah, them Muslim man, they are serious. In England, where the primary religion is not Islam, if you disrespect Islam, they will fuck you up. They'll mash you up. Like, if I had to disrespect one of the religions, I know which one I'm going to do. If someone said you have to go and do this, I know which one I'm going to do. Yeah, because I ain't going to test the other side. The man, they will mash you up. You will get it. Just imagine, yeah, someone was disrespecting one of the people in the holy books of Islam. Yeah. Imagine walking around with a t-shirt disrespecting, I'm not going to say the person's name, yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. Imagine disrespecting that person. You will have man that are not on this team. You will have man that is a cab driver pulling up in the street, handbrake, yeah, skidding in the street to mash you up and brock you up. And we're doing, and that's in a country where, you know, Islam is not the primary religion. It's not the default religion and that. So England's a joke, man. Obviously, I still love being here now, but it's the mentality. In this country, we've been raised to, if someone hits you, tell the teacher. You get slapped in the face, turn the other cheek and that. No, man. And then that's why more masculine men from other nations can come over here and breed up the fucking place. I'm telling you, when my Jamaican people came over in the 50s and 60s, their English must have been burning, because all they were doing is brocking up and mashing up the place. Yeah, look how much 90% of mixed race people have a black dad. That is saying something. And even out of those people, most of their dads are fucking Jamaican. Yeah, you go out to places like Sheffield and that. Yeah, it's a pure mixed race people on that. 90% of them, the dad's black, the dad's Jamaican. The English must have been burning, because Englishman or you know, Caucasian man are not going over to Jamaica and mashing up the place. No way, no way. Right, I've missed so many comments on. I need to go back. Right. Bro, is working for L&Q as an apprentice good? I thought L&Q was the cleaning company. Consistent 365. I said yes, JWS. Come on, man. But yeah, man, big up Mr. Masterson for the super chat, man. Respect. It goes a long way, man. Trust me. Man, I'm not just gonna forget. Do you think black British football players should play for England after the racism and that? Blood, I mean, listen, these lot, they got it on easy mode. I've heard Sol Campbell talk about people throwing bananas out on the fucking football pitch and that. Yo, them man, they had it a lot worse. So it is what it is. That's what you signed up for. I mean, no one signs up for racism and that, but you know, this is what happens, unfortunately. Jay Wise, how much would you advise to have before getting a mortgage first time? Obviously, you need to at least have 10% of the deposit and 10% of the value of the property in that, plus just a little bit extra in that. Obviously, if you're buying a property that needs doing up a lot, well, then you're going to need a lot of money. Yeah, you're going to need at least 25 grand to, if you're doing a proper renovation, you're doing cool, light cosmetic, painting the walls and changing the carpets, so you don't need that much money. But you need at least 10% for the deposit, or maybe 5%, depends. But let's just say 10% for the deposit. Let's say 3 grand for legal fees and that. Hopefully you don't have any stamp duty. Plus you want an extra 5 grand on top of that just to do light cosmetic work to the property. So 10% plus probably about 8 grand. I said, bro, I'm 21, lost in life. What would you recommend to do? What are you doing? Like, you know, are you working? Have you got a skill? You got a trade? You got education? Bro, what you get for GCSEs? I just got C's, you know. Someone asked what I got for GCSEs. I just got straight C's, you know. Could have been a minimum of a B student. maybe, I mean, if I really pushed myself, maybe an A student if I was lucky, but yeah. Man said, don't forget Nigerians too. When I was talking about, most mixed race people have a black dad. The Nigerians get second place. Yeah, you man get second place. Yeah. I mean, so it's funny, yeah. So like in this Northampton area and that, yeah, you got like Zimbabwe is on the map, yeah, in terms of like ethnic group in Northampton. So for example, in Edmonton, it's Ghanaians, Congolese, and Nigerians. There's not that much Jamaicans in Edmonton. We're there, but we're not on the map like that. Like in Tottenham, it's straight garnered off. In Peckham, Nigerians. Brixton, Jamaicans, yeah. But up here in Northampton, there's a lot of like Tanzanian people, so people from Tanzania and Zanzibar. There's a lot of people from like Zimbabwe, not that much, but you will meet them and that. Like you ain't meeting people from Zimbabwe really in Edmonton or London and that. And I meet some of these tenants. So I meet like a white woman and that. She was like, yeah, my son's mixed race or my daughter's mixed race. And I'll be like, okay, where's the dad from? And she'll be like, Zimbabwe. And I'll think, Zimbabwe? And I think the only reason why you got with a man from Zimbabwe is because you didn't get to a Jamaican. A Jamaican didn't get to you first. Yeah, because if you've got a man from Zimbabwe or a Jamaican man to pick first, hey, he's winning that race. Yeah? You just didn't come across one. Zimbabwe. No disrespect to that man there, but it is what it is. So yeah, even with the Nigerians and that, yeah, you man come second place, man. You're second in the pecking order still. Right. So someone asks, how much cash would I need to buy my first property? Yeah, like I said, you need 10%. Obviously, you can get 5% deposit, mortgages, and all that. Forget that, but just aim for the 10%. You know what I mean? Then you need about let's call it 3 grand for legal fees and that, and then you have to do you might have stamp duty to pay and that. So Ren said, "Are you interested in the interior decor of your homes? Who does this for you?" I mean, yeah, I do it. That's why it's so basic. But yeah, I come up with the ideas. I mean, obviously, my girl told me to get a matte black kitchen, so that's why I bought. Um, but yeah, I kind of just designed the whole thing myself. All right, so Ren, from your picture, yeah, you look like you're mixed race, yeah. So if you're still watching, is your dad a black man? And if your dad is a black man, is he Jamaican? Let's see what she says. Who gets third and fourth? I mean, probably Ghanaians. No disrespect. Do you know what? Nadi, I tried to make you the moderator. I don't know why it's not making. Because to be fair, I'll just block this person. Because I've never blocked no one in my life. But only true say, um, you lot are telling me to block him. So the Ren commented and she said yes. She said Jamaican and Dominican. See, I told you. He's getting a trim of good investment. Don't take that piss, blood. But yeah, so like I said, see, like, even Ren kind of proved my point. Yeah. her dad's, I think, partly Jamaican and Dominican. Yeah, we were in the race, mate. Come first. Like, there's a funny saying. It's if everyone who has Jamaican descent returned back to the island would sink, literally. Like, I believe per person in each in the world, I believe Jamaicans, we've got the most descendants. Yeah, like for as small as we are, we've got the most. Now forget about Genghis Khan and all that bullshit. That's different. But like just on a normal like individual basis, I think Jamaicans, we got the most descendants. You know, we got the most. I reckon we got the most. Obviously, Nigeria has a higher population than Jamaica. Obviously, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about per individual man. I reckon we got the most descendants in that. But I got a cousin. He's not my cousin, but he's my cousin. But I don't know him. I don't even know his fucking name. But he's my blood cousin. I don't even know his name. This guy has got like 35 children. You know, yeah. My little girl cousin. These times I was younger. Like I was like probably like 25 or something. But my girl cousin said, "Oh, that's my older brother. He's 30 years old. He claims that he's only got 30 kids, but he's got about 34. Imagine that. Imagine a man's got 34 kids or 30 kids. Probably all in South London, because that side of the family is from South London. They could be all going to school together. There's a program that my girl was watching. I was watching it as well with her. The man that has 1,000 kids. Some guy from the Netherlands, one Dutch guy, going around, yeah, impregnating women and that because he's donating his sperm and that. What a damn fool. Talking about like in the program, it was so funny. So obviously he could donate his sperm and that, whatever. So obviously without getting too graphic in that, but obviously he will put it in a cup. Yeah, he will do it the non-natural way. Yeah. But then he offered the women, oh, would you rather do it the natural way, innit? Yeah. You do the maths, yeah. And some of the women were like, yeah, okay, then cool. And I'm thinking some of these things was dead, boy. Some of these things was dead. Fucking dead, boy. Oh, big up Mona. What's going on, Mona? It's my sister-in-law. But yeah, man, that guy's a waste, man. Imagine having kids with all these different women, all in close proximity and that. Like, my mom has a friend, and yeah, the baby dad had two other kids with like two different women, all in the same area. And three of the kids were in the same school. Yeah. Three of the kids were in the same school. One of the mums took the kid out. She was so disgusted. Took the kid out. Took the fucking kid out. Imagine that. Right. Manchester Bridge. No disrespect, fam. Man said I'm from Zimbabwe. Yeah, I did know a guy from Zimbabwe, but he weren't from like my side. He was from like Cheshunt or Wolverham Cross or something like that. So. But yeah, that guy there's a fucking fool for doing that. Like But for me, I feel like some of it, yeah, was ego, you know. I feel like some of the women, the reason why they were so angry is not because, oh, my child has 1,000 or 500 other siblings and that. I feel like they didn't want that guy giving out his sperm to too much women just because. It's all ego, man. It's all ego. And the craziest thing is as well, yeah. I mean, no. That wouldn't occur. No, that wouldn't occur. 'Cause I was thinking that guy could have got two sisters pregnant. Obviously, I've seen stuff on the internet where two sisters have been pregnant by the same man. That's fucking crazy. Imagine that. Imagine two girls getting pregnant by the same guy. Nadia, imagine me getting you and your sister pregnant. That would be fucking crazy. So that means, so if a guy got two sisters pregnant, that would mean that there would also be brothers and sisters and cousins at the same time. But I think, do you know what? They wouldn't even be classed as cousins. They're just brothers and sisters, or yeah, they're just brothers or they're just sisters. Because that close blood just what do you call it? That just overrides it. Me personally, I would only want to have like two or like, yeah, minimum two kids. I'm not having just one child. Imagine having just one child. Your bloodline, your lineage is under threat. You know, you might have a child who, you know what I'm saying, flagging up certain flags, yeah, certain communities, the alphabet people that you never hear me talk on because you could imagine my thoughts and views on those sorts of people and that your bloodline's under threat. So you need to have at least two children, at least. But yeah, I would have three kids. Yeah, I'd easily have three kids because I can afford it. So I put in the work. Man said, is 34 baby moms a good investment? Hell no. Right. What do you think about tenants not being able to get evicted and go on? You know my thoughts on that already. Right, hold on. Right. But yeah, obviously, yeah. So yeah, obviously, my girl just asked me about what do I think about the tenants not being evicted and that, like not being able to get evicted. I mean, what's the difference, really, man? Like they had so much rights before, now they got extra rights. Like it's mad. Like literally, I was just saying this to my girl earlier before I started this live stream. The tenants, let's say you start renting a property from an estate agent, you could literally wait 30 days or 60 days. And let's say the estate agent phones you about, oh, you know, you've missed one payment or something like that. You could literally answer the phone like, oh, hello, this is John Smith from Taylor's estate agent, whatever, and yeah, just phoning to find out why you've missed the payment. They can literally answer the phone and say, fuck off. So what can you do? You can't evict them for 2 years. What? If that is the case, because I ain't seen that, I've heard that. I don't know how true that is. But imagine not like bro, they're taking a piss. They're taking the piss. It's taking the piss, man. Oh, he said they can't sell the property for 2 years. Oh, okay. Oh, do you know what? So someone asked, when did I get serious at life? But do you know what? I think someone already asked this. Oh, it must be the same person because this person's name Sam Pop on YouTube, and then Samuel 67. What age did I get serious? Let's say like 21. That's when man got serious. So man's like, because I remember I used to go check like my older cousins and that. They used to say to me like, "Yo, you've got an old head on young shoulders." So this ain't some new sort of mentality that man's developed over the last 2 years. Man been thinking like this. Obviously, it's evolved than that. But if you lot met me when I was 21, 22 years old, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I can imagine." Like you could see, yeah, this is where it began and that. So yeah, man's had this sort of mindset from 22. That's why I ain't made no mistakes in my 20s and that. Yeah, I made all the mistakes as a teenager, getting in trouble, doing all this nonsense and that. But in my 20s, been serious. Been serious. Ain't even made no financial mistakes in my 20s. None. All right. I've tried to invest in buying and selling cars. That didn't work. But motherfucker, you got to try things. Yeah. You got to try things to be successful in that. So you must fail. It's a part of the journey. But I ain't made no crazy financial mistakes where I've lost down a lot of money and it's left me on life support. No. So, yeah, man, I just lived a quiet life, man. All of that madness and like everyone, like most people when they're teenagers in their 20s, they're doing crazy stuff, partying, doing drugs and that. I never done no drugs, never have, never will. But that crazy out of control behavior, I done that when I was a teenager. How long did it take you to get all your properties? So 7 years. But over the last few years, it's picked up. Because obviously, not necessarily because I'm earning more money, but I knew what to do and stuff like that. Plus, when you've got rental properties, they bring you an income, and basically, it's a snowball effect. That's what it is. So I bought a house in 2017, which is this one. Then I bought a flat in 2021. Bought a next flat in 22. Bought a next flat in 23. And then 4 months after that, I bought my house around the corner that I'm doing up. So it's a snowball effect. You watch, I'll have enough money, yeah, to buy a next property soon, but I won't be able to because I've got some mad tax bills to pay, so I have to put the money towards that. Someone say, who do you look up to? I mean, man, I want to like for the sake of my ego, I don't want to talk about looking up to man, but like man respect man like Andrew Tate and people like that. You know what I mean? Like R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, the GOAT. Like, yeah, man, that was a sad one still when he passed away. I wouldn't necessarily want to be like Kevin Samuels or nothing like that, but yeah, man, I respected him still. So before like man discovered, let's say like people like Andrew Tate or AMS and that, I used to watch a lot of like Steve Harvey and their motivational speakers and that, like Les Brown and that, because they used to speak my language. I'm not talking about the West Germanic language of England and that. I'm talking about like the mentality. Because man, I have no friends around me that are talking about, leveling up and being the best version of yourself and taking risks and, I'm saying, trying to say like, oh, you was put on this earth more than to just be a worker for someone else and that. Like, no one around me used to speak like that. So, yeah, I used to just listen to those people. So, yeah, to answer that question, Ian, it took 7 years and that. Where are all the yards invested in Northampton? Yes, in this Northampton area. Would you say gas engineer apprenticeships are good? Yeah, man, it's good. Is a gas engineer apprenticeship a good route to take in the late 20s? Listen, it's never too late, man. Big my brother D, yeah, coming like family. He was known as the 30-year-old apprentice at my workplace. Now he's qualified. I'm sure he told me not too long ago he's got his own property now as well. So yeah, man, it's never too late. The man said, "How did HMRC catch you?" No, no, no. Don't get it twisted. I'm not in no trouble or nothing like that. No, I've just got tax. You know, like your tax is due at certain times and that. So I've got business tax to pay, and I've got, you know, self-assessment tax to pay and that. Because me, I don't play about. Before, what man used to do, like every normal person, is wait 2 days before the company accounts and the self-assessment are due and then file it. No, I do it straight away. So let's say, yeah, the financial year is between April the 5th to April the 4th, yeah, every year. The next day, yeah, the next day after the new financial year started, or even before, well, yeah, before that, I'll be preparing the accounts and that. But the next day, 2 days afterwards, I'll be getting my accountant to start filing my accounts. I don't play about because obviously I need to do that so I could get a mortgage and that. So I've been doing that over the last few years. I'm not waiting 6 months. None of that bullshit. Do it straight away. So I already know how much money I've got to pay in that. So yeah, man, to answer your question, the HMRC are not on to me, man. But my man not doing nothing dodgy, fam. Them days there is over. Plus, if you avoid taxing, they'll throw you in jail, blood. I ain't going back to prison, man. No. This girl said, no, they said, I thought you were going to say you have enough money to retire me. Nah. How, this is a good one. How are you not lazy like some people? Do you know what, yeah? Fortunately for me, it just comes naturally. And the reason why I say that is, you see, when I was in school, man used to just buy and sell crispy drinks. That's all I did. I never took a day off. Never. Man was like a robot. Never took a day off. The only time in school where I didn't buy and sell crispy drinks was because I got caught selling. So the teachers was watching me. It was hot. And I remember a couple of times when man had to lay low for a week and that, I'll be sitting on the bench. I'm with my friends and that, but like I felt so like, you know what I'm trying to say, like out of place. Like, and it's weird because there were certain times here where I would sell out before first break. Just so happens that I will sell out because people come to me in the morning. Man will sell out before first break. And it'll be different. Like I can chill during break time knowing that I've accomplished the mission that I came to school to complete, which weren't studying. Yeah, I made my money in that. So I could chill and feel normal. But if I weren't selling that day, I wouldn't feel normal. Sounds crazy, but yeah. So for me, I've always just been disciplined enough to carry out a task repetitively every single day without taking a break. Every single day. Someone asked, what race is your girl? She's half Eastern European, half Arab. This Jacob guy said, Jay Wise, why do I always feel so tired, even sleeping for long? I can't stay awake and lazy at work. I mean, well, you're just not motivated, mate. My friend. You need to, I mean, it's hard to say get motivated and that, but you just need to be disciplined, man. Like, do you know what it is? Yeah? The reason why you're lazy and that you're probably not getting paid enough. But why you're not getting paid enough? Probably no disrespect. You're not providing, or you're not at a stage where you can provide that much value to a workplace that's gonna motivate you to want to work and earn some money. Because you're not rich. Yeah, you're not rich yet. If I ain't rich yet and you're watching me, you definitely ain't rich. So yeah, man, you need to get educated. Or I don't know what you're doing or whatever, innit? But yeah, I said, how you know, my brother? I know. I know, even if I can't put it into words and context, because obviously I don't know certain information. I know. I know. Jay Wise, motherfucker. I look like Jay Stupid. You go through my videos. Some people will say certain things. Let's say I'm doing a reaction video to something. And I remember there was one time here. So basically, there was one, you know, that short you, that Chucky you, yeah? He had one black you, one financial advisor on his platform. So they're talking and that. And his financial advisor was saying, yeah, I got this friend who his mortgage went up to whatever, like it went from £500 to £1,300. And I was doing a reaction video to it. And I stopped the video and I literally, what the man them said in the comment section, the way Jay Wise dismantled the bluff, because it was bullshit. Man are talking about, oh yeah, my mortgage payments went up to 1,300. I can't afford the mortgage and that. Man are missing out a big portion of the story and omitting certain information and that, half telling stories. You didn't tell your brethren, and your brethren's not revealing that, yo, you got into some financial debt. Yo, you were taking out loans. You probably borrowed against the property. Yo, that 1,300 is just the standard variable rate, and you ain't fixed it for a fixed term and that. Man are just omitting information and, you know, letting certain information trickle through and hiding. God, you can't fool me, man. No one can pull the wool over my eyes. I'm too smart. I don't even know where I get the name Jay Wise from, but yeah, man of Jay Wise. Big up this person called S. They call me the GOAT. Yeah, man, trying. Well, actually, no, they might have been calling someone else the GOAT. You never know. But I've reached GOAT status because a couple of people every now and then, once in a blue moon, someone will say, "Yo, you're the GOAT." So, man's trying. I'll get there one day. Don't worry. Watch one day I'm gonna be famous. I promise you, guarantee. So this person said, "What do you think black men date?" It's supposed to say, "Why do you think black men date outside their race so much?" And obviously, I've explained this a few times, and now I'm gonna give it a shot again. What it is people date within their social circle. So forget race for a minute. Let me give you a good analogy and a good example of dating within your social circle. Let's take a black man who's a banker, okay? Working in corporate London, in central London somewhere. Imagine he works for corporate Barclays or corporate HSBC. Yeah. So retail HSBC will be working in the bank. Oh, can I have £10 withdrawal? Yeah. Corporate HSBC or corporate Barclays is in Canary Wharf, those big towers. Yeah. If a guy is a banker working in central London, yeah, working in corporate London, if he's a black man, how many black women do you think are in his office or in his workspace for him to pick from? Like, how many black people? Right, you might see a few black people working in corporate London and that, but that's a few out of hundreds and thousands of non-black people. So you have a few black people amongst hundreds and thousands of non-black people in corporate London. Like I said, people date within their social circle. So as a black man, if you're surrounded by white women, Indian women, or Chinese women, or whatever in that, blood, that's what you're going to date. That's what you're going to date. And then on top of that, the black chicks make it even harder for certain man because, oh, you're not gangster enough. Oh, you don't wear LV and you're not interested in driving a Mercedes and that. So they're not these chicks that are talking about, they don't want to date. Oh, when black men get money, they go and find themselves a white girl. Blood. it's a case of dating within your social circle, and then the chicks them are making it even harder. Come on, man. Do the maths. Do the maths. Oh, why is it when these black footballers get money, obviously because they're footballers and that, why do they always get themselves a white girl? Blood, the clubs they're going to is VIP clubs, yeah? Very, very important people. They're not going to be going to no ghetto-ass fucking rave in Shoreditch, be at one, bar one, or corner shop, or fucking cargo in Shoreditch. They're not going to these ghetto-ass raves and that. They're going to raves and clubs where you need to be a part of the guest list. And unfortunately, women that look like me, no one wants to fucking invite their ass to no damn parties and that. Yeah, they don't know. I didn't even mean that as a disrespect, but they don't know this. They don't know the right people to be accepted into these places and that. You can't think about color. Yeah, it's about class and who. Like, and I don't believe in this who you know bullshit. But you understand what I'm trying to say? It's not about color. It just so happens that black people don't fit into these certain categories and that. Because there's a lot of white people that wouldn't be able to get into these certain clubs and whatnot. So it's got nothing to do with, oh, black man gets money, so he goes and finds himself a white chick and that. Nah, man, it's not that. And men, you will have more black men willing to date outside their race than black women are willing to date outside their race. Yeah, that's what men are like. We don't, men are less racist, yeah, when it comes to that than women. We don't give a fuck. I remember one of my brethren was making jokes. Like, he was dead serious. He was saying, I want to, obviously, he wants a black child. He wants a child that's half Latino, yeah, Puerto Rican, fucking Chinese. He's saying he want one in every race, yeah? That's how man's talking. You never hear a black chick talking like, you'll never hear a woman talking like that. You'll never hear a woman talking like that. Where did you meet your girl? On a dating app, you know? Yeah. To be fair though, we exchanged details and, well, numbers and that, whatever and that, and then we kind of lost contact. And then, yeah, I think she hit me up on Instagram or something like that. Yeah, it must be Instagram. So yeah, but yeah, online, basically. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's not black men not wanting to deal with black women. No, it's not that. Do you trust her? That's a real question. Yeah, I trust my girl. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not stupid. Like, you never fully trust someone, you know what I mean? Like, but like, if my girl had the opportunity to run off with 50 grand of my money, I don't think she would run off with 50 grand of my money. Now, maybe if it was a billion, then yeah, maybe. Fuck it, I'll run off with £1 billion of her money as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, she wouldn't snake me or nothing like that. Obviously, girls can cheat, and I ain't fucking stupid. I ain't walking around naive. Oh, my girl loves me, and she'll never. Like, come on, I ain't fucking stupid. But how the lights dimming like that? But yeah, like for me, I've been such a, I don't want to say a bad boyfriend, but you know what I'm trying to say. I've given my girl plenty opportunities to leave my ass and not come back. Yeah. So if she didn't want to be with me, she wouldn't fucking be with me, man. I'm telling you that for free. Man said, wasn't asking you, keep quiet, you know. Okay. He said, you said your girl is half Arab, half Eastern European, but didn't say the countries. Yeah, so Iraq and Poland. So Iraq and Poland. So if you not ever wondered, oh, what the fuck does someone look like that's like half Eastern European, half Arab, or half Polish, half Arab. Just go on my profile, keep scrolling, you'll see a video of her there. That's what. Because I've never met no one before that's half Eastern European, half Arab. But to be fair, when she grew up in Sweden and that, she said there's quite a few people who are half Eastern European, half Arab. Yeah, I've never met no one like that in Edmonton. Yeah. Edmonton is very much like people are just one nation. Like we don't even have, I'm telling you, Edmonton, we don't even have light-skinned people. Everyone is dark. You think I had any light-skinned friends? All my brothers is dark. I didn't even have no Jamaican friends. All my friends is African. Yeah. But I ain't no light-skinned people. You must know the 3 times 3. Nah. Them lot, they're too young for man. I wouldn't know them. When I was on road, they would have been like 8 years old or something like that. West Asian and Poland mixed. That's nuts. Oh no. When you say West Asian, yeah. No, I was thinking of I did. To be fair, I don't know where they were from, but maybe the woman might have been Polish. But I think the man looked like he was Sri Lankan, and the woman looked Polish. And yeah, they had a daughter. Yeah, she was a cute little girl. Yeah. But my girl said that a lot of Polish women, for some reason, they like Asian men. Yeah, I don't know. Like they like Indian men, a lot of Polish women. And funny enough, I sold a car to one Polish chick, and she brought her boyfriend. And yeah, he was Indian. So the chick was Polish, and the boyfriend was Indian. I wonder if she still got that car. It was a Peugeot 207. I wanted to keep it for myself. Right, hold on. What age should you leave your parents' house? Well, all right, let me say first, yeah, you should have your own property or properties before you leave your parents' house. So, but yeah, you should be leaving your parents' house between, like, I say, like age 28 to 32. You know what I mean? Man said them Polish things want spicy food. But yeah, so yeah, man, late 20s, you know, I'm trying to say early 30s, you should be looking to get the fuck out because it does look weird when I go into tenants' houses and that, and the tenant is like a big woman like my mom's age, 50 something, yeah, mid 50s, whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, you can go upstairs and test the sockets in the bedroom. My son's in there, but just knock the door or whatever in it. Or the man might come downstairs. And I'll see a grown ass man, like a big man, still in his mum's yard. Like you got a teenager's looking room, and it don't look right. It don't look right. Before, like, I think, oh yeah, it's not. But being an outsider, going into properties and that, going into households, homes and that, it looks weird, especially when the guy is big as well. It just looks even stupider. I've gone into yards and there's this guy walking around who's 6'5", still living at his mum's house. Now he can't help how big he is. What I'm saying is, of that sort of size and stature, you'd think you'd be the king of your own castle. You know what I mean? There's a fucking massive human being walking around in this yard, and he's still like he's not at the top of the food chain. It don't look right. It don't look right. Man walking around like a fucking security guard in his own house. You man are laughing, I swear. It don't look right. Because, you know, when you're living under your parents' roof, yeah, like naturally you're supposed to look like a child kind of thing. So when you look like a grown-ass fucking man, You shouldn't still be living at your mum's yard. Yeah, I've noticed that, like, I've been to a few yards and I'm like, yeah, this is a grown man. Like, I've been to yards and that 40-year-old man still living in his mum's yard. Like, this is a grown man. This is a big man. Like, I've been to yards before where, this is why I say don't move in with a woman. I've been to yards before where, you know, the son has to go back home and he's 40. So prime example, yeah. I went to this black man's yard. He's Jamaican, but born here like me, yeah. So I went to this black man's yard, and obviously I get the tenants to show me around upstairs in the bedrooms and that, because obviously I know there's sockets there, but sometimes I can't see where they are. And okay, I can't get to that socket behind the wardrobe or the bed, but I want to know how many is in the room. So I get them to go upstairs and show me. Whether I can get to them or not is a different thing. So one man, this black man, the big man, 65 years old, he took me to one of the bedrooms upstairs. Hey, no homo. Yeah. But anyway, he said, this is I think he said this is my son's room. And he said something along the lines of, I can't remember, because I need to give you the punchline because then it's gonna make sense. I can't remember what he said. I think he said, this used to be my bedroom, but I had to give it to my son because it was too small for him to have his children around. So basically I clocked, oh, your son still lives at home and the kids come over. And then he said, yeah. And I said, well, hold on, what do you mean the room is too small for his kids to come over and see him? I said, oh, did the baby mum report him? And he said, yeah. The baby, imagine this is what the baby mum done. Yeah, the baby mum is white. Yeah, I'm just giving you context. Yeah, the baby mum reported the baby dad and said, oh, the room is too small for the dad to have, for the kids to come over, some bullshit like that. Like imagine how malicious that is. You should be glad that the guy wants to still be in his kid's life. No, you're going to report him. So do you know what? Maybe the story was, yeah, maybe the son was kind of occupying the room a little bit, but he had his own place somewhere else. And the reason why he had to get his own place somewhere else is so that he could have his kids. And the reason why he couldn't have his kids over is because the baby mum reported that the room that he had at the dad's house was too small for him to occupy 2 children and that. Blood, this is craziness. But this is what happens when a woman loses attraction for you. She just wants to emasculate you. Bro. She just wants to emasculate you. See, I can say this stuff, yeah, on a live, but don't you dare say this on a TikTok video because you'll get flagged and reported in that. You see this clip here? You lot ain't gonna see this on TikTok. Nah. There's too much malicious people trying to get my fucking my TikTok account banned. I'll post it up on YouTube. On YouTube, I say what the fuck I want to say on YouTube. Man are talking about, on YouTube, you need to be careful what you say. What? Listen, you need to be careful what you say on TikTok. YouTube, you can do what the fuck you want. You can say whatever the hell you want on YouTube, boy. They're talking about, on Rumble, you can say whatever the hell you want. Boy, the way I feel like I can say whatever the hell I want on YouTube, that means that on Rumble, that means I'll be able to behead people then, because yeah, like YouTube. Well, I think in my whole time, man's got 1,600 videos. I had 1 or 2 videos taken down in the whole time I've been on YouTube, and I have no filter. I have no filter. So yeah, I probably won't be uploading that segment there, that clip there onto TikTok, because it's just not worth it. But yeah, that is a malicious move. So I think that's what the story was. I think the brother was living at his girl's yard, his baby mum's yard. He got kicked out, went to his dad's yard, but then the baby mum grassed him up for not having a big enough space for the children to sleep over at. So then he had to go and get his own flat or something like that, so he could have his kids. I think that was the story. I'm sure, and that had to have been the story, because it would make sense that he wouldn't be able to have the kids over there because the room. But like, why would you report a man for that? But this is what happens. This is what happens, mate. Man said, Jay Wise, are you going to take care of your mum in her 80s or move her into a care home? If I'm rich enough, I'll take care of her and that. But if not, she will have to go into a care home, unfortunately. I'll say I love my mum and that, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not going to allow my mum to, hold me back. So, and you know, my mom, if my mum saw this, my mum wouldn't even take offense. My mum knows what I'm like. But this is the thing. Why is it down to us to retire our parents or take care of our parents like that? Like, shouldn't our parents be rich enough to have people to pay that they can pay them to take care of them? Like, you know, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, yeah, they're not worried about their son taking care of them and that. They can pay people to take care of them. Look at Nadia. I will look after her whilst you're working. Anything to get out of doing some damn work. See, look, she's even got sunglasses on because she just wants to be chilling on the beach in the sun, not doing no damn work. You don't have to answer, but is it good money in being a landlord? I think that's what he's trying to say. I mean, yeah, it's decent, man. It's decent. Obviously, it's not as much as owning a business. You know, being a landlord now, you're going to profit what? 500, 600 pound a month? In a business, you'll profit 500, 600 pound a day. In saying that, I need to start my own business now. Because, you know, I thought about that the other day. I'm like, yo, I'm profiting like 500 pound a month. There's businesses that are profiting 5 grand a month. Yeah, 500 pound a day and shit like that. Repeat what? Repeat what? What I said about being a landlord. So yeah, being a landlord, yeah. So being a landlord, you can. The money's okay, you know what I mean? It depends on the value of the property, it depends on, you know, where the property is located, it depends on how much rent you're getting in. What I'm saying is with a landlord and that, you're only really going to be profiting like £500 a month. Whereas if you own your own business, you be profiting £500 a day. And I did think about that the other day. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm man for start a business, boy, one day, like soon or something, because yeah, obviously, look, I always will stand by property and that. But what I'm saying is, if you really want that cash, yeah, a business is the way forward. But I'm still on the team of property, and I'm still on the property team. I'm getting twisted. One of the best chocolates. Okay, so I was gonna have them. Yeah, I got them now. Probably get the TikTok live banned, false advertising and that. Talking about false advertising and that. I deliberately, let me say something. I deliberately watched the England game on ITV because apparently it was on BBC and ITV. I deliberately watched it on ITV. But BBC, talking about you must pay TV license because we don't advertise. Well, fucking advertise then. So I deliberately went out of my way to watch it on ITV yesterday. That wasn't my mistake when I was watching on ITV. I'm like, fuck the BBC. We want you to pay TV license because we don't advertise. Well, fucking advertise then. Damn rip off. So I deliberately went out of my way to watch it on ITV yesterday. Man said, damn, Unc's got beef with everyone. But I beef everyone. Everybody. Everywhere I go, I get into problems with people. Because I have a standard. And I'm willing to enforce my views, you know, my viewpoints regarding my standard. So today I went to a man's house today and he started smoking a cigarette. I said, sorry, I don't smoke. Do you mind waiting until I finish, like just 20 minutes? He's like, you can't tell me what to do in my house. He told me to bugger off. I didn't leave the property. I just walked out of the room and just carried on testing elsewhere. If I don't smoke, you got to respect me. You know what I mean? It's only for 20 minutes. Are you that much of an addict that you can't wait 20 minutes? I've had it plenty of times. Not plenty of times, but I had it a lot. Like, so 95% of the tenants, when they smoke, if I ask them to stop smoking, they'll say, oh, sorry, I didn't even realize, and pull it out. Cool. The other 3%, they might be like, yeah, all right, then cool. They'll have a little bit issue. And then the other, whatever remaining 2 or 3%, whatever, and that, they'll be like, no, you're not telling me what to do in my house. Fam, get off your ego. Like, fam, get off your high horse blood. Like, start having an ego, fam. You know, just respect people that are in your house. Like, it doesn't matter whose house it is, you got to respect everyone. Imagine, yeah, like, I went to some English people's house and they don't like Muslims and I'm Muslim. Blood, I don't give a fuck what your opinions on are on Islam, whatever. If I'm Muslim and I'm in your house, you're English. If I'm Muslim, don't talk disrespectfully about Muslim. I'm Muslim. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's your house. You got to learn to respect people. This is my house. I pay the mortgage. I run things and it is blood clot. At my mum's house, we don't swear around my little sister. Okay? We don't swear around my little sister. That's at my mum's house. But because I have so much respect for my little 12-year-old sister, even if she comes to this house where I pay the mortgage, I run things here, no one told me nothing, I'm not going to swear in front of my little sister. You see, respect is non-geographical. It doesn't matter. I don't care where we are. We could be at my mum's house. We could be at my family member's house. We're going to be on planet Ras Clark Mars. I'm not swearing around my little sister. I'm going to respect my little sister's presence. She don't need to be here and swear words and that. Now, my little sister might be jumping up and down on the bus swearing. Hey, she could do what she wants, yeah, in her spare time. But she's not swearing in front of us. We're not swearing in front of her, and she definitely ain't swearing in front of us. So respect is non-geographical. It doesn't matter whose house it is. Like, what sort of mentality is that? So because it's your house, you can go around disrespecting people or whatever. No, man, that's foolishness. Someone asked, have you got any money in the stock market? Nah. I'm not into that stock stuff, to be fair. But I don't talk against it. Like, you know, if people want to try it out, do it, man. Just don't think like, the reason why I'm kind of opposed to the mindset of that is because I don't want no young people who are coming up who could go to uni or get themselves a trade or something and think, well, you know what, fuck going uni, because my older cousin that went to uni, he wasn't successful and he started trading, he's making a bit of money, allegedly, yeah, as per the leased or financed Mercedes outside and, you know, the clothes that he can just about afford. He's making a bit of money. So you know what? I'm just gonna do what he did. Why would I waste my time? Why would I waste my time going to uni or studying to be a plumber or some bullshit like that when I could be a trader? So that's my beef with the trading thing and that. You do it on the side. Yeah, do it on the side. So do your electrical thing during the day or your whatever in it. Go to uni, do whatever in it. And then for 3-4 hours after work, yeah, okay, I'll do that, no problem. You got spare time. You may as well invest it or whatever. and trying to make some money. But don't think you're just gonna be some full-time trader looking at fucking line graphs and shit like that. So that's my beef with it. What would you do if someone disrespected you? Well, it depends on the situation and that, innit? Yeah, but I'll be looking to fight. Just it depends on the situation. And it depends on who it is as well. Like, you know, if a little 10-year-old disrespects me, I'm not gonna beat them up, am I? But yeah, it depends. Depends on the situation, depends on who it is as well, obviously. If it's a man that can hold a beating, or a man will hold a beating. Or I will hold a beating, but someone's gonna hold a beating. Man said Unks is looking to fight. But that's all I do. The only reason why like I think a little bit, is this boxing this person in the face worth it? Not because I'm afraid of getting into a fight. I don't want to get nicked. I've got too much to lose. I don't give a fuck about having a fight. I don't give a damn. Most people are scared to fucking fight. Most men, man, them watching this right now. How many fights have you had in 10 years? Because for me, in the last decade, it probably is more than, oh, it has to be more than 10. It has to be more than 10 in the last 10 years. Even just being up here in Northampton, I have to put hands on about 8 people. 8 people. Man's having a fight with a man in home bargains. Yeah, in front of everyone. I'm seeing phones. I'm hearing screaming and that. Yeah. One guy tried to get rude to me outside the ATM. I beat him up outside the ATM. The guy was fucking massive. He was like 6'3". Boss him up. But like I said, I have a standard and I'm willing to impose that standard. And, you know, if it comes down to beef or confrontation, whatever, and it is what it is. Even this new place that I'm moving to, I've had about 4, you know, if you want to call it altercations with people. You can't talk to me. You don't talk, don't be well, this is where we park, move. Don't tell me about parking my car. I pay fucking road tax. No, you can't talk to me. And people turn up to my door like here, talking about, oh yeah, can you move the car? Move, blast them blood clot. I remember there was one woman that lived a few doors down, come knocking on my door because my girl must have parked a little bit awkwardly. She's like, oh, do you mind moving the car so that my husband can park up when he comes back from work? So I said, yeah, all right then, because my girl kind of took up 2 spaces instead of taking up 1. Cool. So I said, move the car back, park where they usually park. Yeah. Because there's an abundance of parking around here. Just anyway, so it's like park where they usually park. I'm looking out the window a few hours later, this husband ain't turned up. The husband didn't turn up to the morning or whatever. Yeah. But I went knocking on the door at 8 in the morning. I said to the woman, don't ever knock my door again about no damn parking spaces. Only knock my door if it's an emergency, like you're blocked in or you can't move. But other than that, I don't care how anyone has parked. Do not knock my door again. She's sitting there, he's smiling. I wasn't smiling. Don't knock my damn door. She was like, well, if you're parked a meter away from the curb, then I'm going to call the council. I say, call the council. Fucking people. Now, that's one thing that pisses me off. Press 1 in the chat if you live next to anybody who is possessive over some parking space. I beg you lot, press 1 in the chat. If you live near somebody, or the person might be in your house, or you might be that person who's possessive over a parking space. So dumb. It's a public road. If it's a parking bay that is numbered or assigned to somebody, or it's got disabled parking, or it says don't park in front because we need access to the gate, that is cool. But if it's a free parking bay or it's on the road, you don't own the parking bay, blood. Like only in dumb countries like England and the Western world, we're obsessing over parking spaces. Somewhere right now in Afghanistan or Iraq, there is some child and some family who have had their house blown to smithereens. And you're worried about fucking parking space, blood. Like, come on, man. I know, yeah, it's nice to just park in the same space, and it's nice to know when you roll up to your yard, you know, you have the same space to park in and that. But like up here in Northampton, there's an abundance of parking. There ain't no parking restrictions around here. Like in London, yeah. I can understand why people, you know, they want to try and park in the same space because let's say, yeah, like if the parking down, like let's say, like, especially like Tottenham and Wood Green, oh, they're the worst. I can never like Islington and Hackney probably must be even worse. But like in Wood Green and Tottenham, and obviously other parts of obviously the ends and that, but like you will have like it will say like parking bay C, A, and B. And basically, you can like if you live around that area, you can park on town road or this road and that road and that. Like you can park on certain roads and that because they know more than likely you ain't gonna be able to park in front of your house and that. Yeah, up here in these areas, they got it good, man. Like even the estate I live on, there's an abundance of parking, man. There's no parking restrictions, nothing like that. It's what we want. So why the fuck you obsessing over some stupid little parking space that's in front of your house that's not assigned to your yard, man? Yeah. I had one guy, this new place I'm living at, well, gonna be moving to, try to approach me like, oh yeah, this is your parking space. No, don't tell me, because so basically right next to my house on the side, there's like parking bays. Now, it would make sense that whoever lives at my yard would park in that bay. So this guy come up to me to tell me, oh, you can park there. Don't tell me where I can park. Because by default, if you're telling me where I can park, you're telling me where I can't park. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. I said to him, bro, you best go back in your yard. Yeah, he went back in his yard. Yeah, he's talking in his language and that. You say what the fuck you want, blood. But yeah, you say what you want in your language, rude boy, innit, yeah? Don't tell me to pump my fucking car unless you want enough in a fight, blood. I'm going mad. If I can go to prison and no one tell me nothing, the fuck I'm gonna let some civilians that ain't on are not on smoke try to tell me something. No way. No way. That's how I think. I've been to prison. No one tried a thing on me like that. No one robbed me. No one tried to tax me. But then I'm gonna be on road around people who are not on smoke and have them try to tell me, well, you must be going crazy, bro. You must be going crazy, bro. I said, don't worry, hey, don't entertain the trolls, rude boy. But respect Pablo. But this parking thing is nonsense because it's non-geographical. It's not just something that happens in Edmonton or whatever. It's everywhere. You can go Peterborough, you can go Scotland, everywhere and anywhere. My auntie had some dumb woman on her road who she was obsessed over some parking space. And anytime my auntie's friend turned up, it's always only my auntie's friend, no one else she bothered with. But anytime my auntie's friend would park there, like she tried to call the the council to come and tow the car away. They came and it was like, she's not doing nothing wrong. She's like, yeah, but I don't want to park. Uh, Black answer tape. What the fuck? Oh, Black Andrew Tate. Oh, okay, yeah. So my girl says she's counted 7 proper fights in 5 years. Why don't you turn pro and become boxer? Nah. But literally, I've had fights everywhere. I've had a fight in Asda and Edmonton Green. Well, listen, I can literally just fly around Edmonton and be like, yeah, something happened there. But I had a fight outside Edmonton Green Police Station. Basically, got almost knocked out outside Edmonton Green Police Station. I don't give a fuck, man. Beef anyone anywhere, blood. Someone said, "Are you a millionaire?" Not yet, not yet. It's not a case of how, it's a case of when. Is this guy even reading the TikTok comments? Yeah. See what I'm saying? One of my neighbors don't even drive and still complaining about parking. Just stupid. Just so stupid, man. But like, there's certain roads. I've got a family member that lives on a road in Chingford, and I've got 2 family members that live in Chingford. But one of them, they live on this awkward road. Forget even parking. I would hate to even drive down that road. Like, yeah, it's like it should just be a one-way road, really. It's like a car and a half. It's like a 1.5 lane. Anytime you see another car, it's a meeting situation. I would hate to live on that road, boy. A pain in the neck just driving down that road. Like literally, a road like that, I would even buy a property on that road. Why don't you pay for your properties in full? It's a waste of money. Why would I spend? Why would I spend 150 grand in cash on one property when I can take that 150 grand, split it into, yeah, let's say if you divide it by 4, 150 grand, well, like 32.5 grand or something like that, I can go and buy 4 properties for that. Remember, if you have one property, only one property can only go up by so much in value per year. So let's say you got one property that's worth 150. After a 5-year period, okay, now it's worth, let's say, 200 grand. Whereas if you bought 4 properties, obviously you put down deposits on 4 different properties and that. Well, now those 4 properties, they're all worth 150. You don't own them. You do not own them outright, but they're worth 150 in the beginning. 5 years later, this one's worth 200. This one's worth 200, 200, 200. Like, there's no property entrepreneur that would buy a property in cash like that unless he's looking to do it up and resell it. Because why would you spend 150 grand on a property when you could split that money up and get hold of 4 properties that you can rent out? So take advantage of mortgages. It's called leverage. Right. So a man said you've lost the prop. You've lost the plot. What's that in terms of buying a? Sorry, is that in terms of putting down the deposits? You think it's a bad idea? Yeah. Someone asked, Jay Wise, how important is eating healthy and gym, and how does it tie into finances and that? I mean, you want to have a good, healthy body in that so that you can complete your tasks. You know, if you're unfit and, you know, undernourished and that, are you going to have the energy and, you know, the strength to go and turn up to your job and give it your best so you can do the 12, 14-hour shifts and that? But obviously, you know, eating healthy and that, obviously it's good and that. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, but what I'm saying is eating healthy is a bit more costly. Definitely. My girl's talking about buying organic milk and that, and it's more expensive. And she bought some organic chicken or something. How much did the chicken cost? Like £10 or something the other day, just for 2 breasts or some madness like that. Yeah, grass fed or corn fed. Yeah. So like a whole chicken that's corn fed or whatever, it's like £15, you know. It's stress when you can't even park on the street sometimes. Yeah. I mean, where I'm moving to, yeah, there's little kids that play out playing ball and that. I see them out there like 8, 9 o'clock. When I move in there, I'm imposing a curfew. Yeah. I'm not saying that they can't play out there and that, because I mean I hate the sound of kids playing football and that. But when it comes to a certain time, that they're going in. They're going in. I'm imposing a curfew on that estate. So Rhino said that my girl needs to teach you about organic. Listen, my girl gets on my nerves. Like she's always like, oh yeah, like I call her a naturalist. Now maybe I'm using the wrong word, yeah, but I call her a naturalist in that because she always prefers things to be natural and organic and that. Well, forget that. Forget that business, man. I'm not saying, yeah, we must eat things that are pumped full of chemicals, and I don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is, like, I don't care for things to be all natural and organic and that. But I'm not white middle class blood. Do I look like I shop at Waitrose? She will live till she's 100. I mean, that's what you people think. You people think, yeah, that if you eat healthy and that you're gonna get to 90 years old. Motherfucker, there's a guy that reached 110 smoking 10 cigarettes an hour every day. I say Waitrose is loud, you know. I don't think I've ever been. Obviously, I've been in Waitrose, but I've never shopped there. Like, I've gone in Waitrose to buy like just one item. I don't even recognize anything in there. It's like a different world, you know, going into Waitrose. But yeah, again, man, respect my man for the super chat. Respect, bro. Goes a long way. Still. Say, bro, picking anomalies. Yeah, I don't know nothing in them shop there, boy. But to be fair, I heard that Waitrose ain't even really that much more expensive. Like, I think someone said just add 20% to your shopping bill. So if you spend £80, then your shopping bill might be £96. If you spend £100, then so if you spend £100 in the next shop, your shopping bill might be 120. If you was going to spend £80 in Asda, then your shopping bill would be £96. So yeah, it's basically add 20%. That's what they're saying. Any advice on remortgaging? Do you mean like in terms of just getting a new product, or do you mean pulling out money to go and buy a next property? Because for me personally, I'll say, yeah, do that. Pull out money and go and buy a next property. I did that. I pulled out money to go and buy a next property. So imagine, yeah, I pulled out money from this house to go and buy a next property. And then that property is making me more money. And I use some of that money, not that much because there weren't that much money accumulated from renting out that property yet, but use some of that money to go and buy a next property. So the reason why I was able to afford to buy, you know, this house, this new house that I just bought recently, because obviously I had money saved up anyway, but I have 3 rental properties that bring me money. So I've got accounts with well, I had accounts with quite a lot of money, not big money, but a decent amount of money. And I just emptied out the accounts to go and buy a next property. That's what happens, man. You recycle your money. That's what I'm saying. Leaving money rotting away and gathering dust in the bank is not going to do nothing for you. Your money needs to be working for you. So you said pulling out money, yeah? Is this the same person? Yeah, pulling out money. Yeah, man, do that, man. Do that. Don't be these idiots that, oh, we're trying to pay off our mortgage early and all this crap. Nah, man. Or to become financially free. Like, what? So you'd rather have £700 less to pay rather than have an extra £1,000 extra income? I'll take the £1,000 because obviously the £1,000 means you got 300 extra profit, plus you're showing the banks or whoever's interested that, yo, you're making £1,000 extra. The more money you can show that you're making, the more you can borrow. Whether it's whether it's for a property or whether it's just to take out a loan or whatever. You know, like me, I'm entitled to take out a 25 grand personal loan. A lot of people can't say that because I've got a great American. I've got a great credit score. Plus, obviously, I earn a decent salary as well. You're never going to get rich trying to cut down your expenditure on that. Now, obviously, to save money, you've got to cut down your expenditure on that. But that thinking there, oh, let me try and pay off my mortgage early so I don't have to spend this extra £700. Bro, if £700 really means a lot to you, then fam, you got bigger problems. You got bigger problems. My house that is unoccupied, I'm paying £700 a month or whatever. I don't even know how much it is. I could not say on my life how much I'm paying in mortgage for that property. I don't even know how much it is. I don't know how much it is down to the pound. It's like either 680 to 780. I don't even know. I don't even know how much I'm paying because it don't mean anything to me like that. Obviously, I don't want to be paying it forever and not using it or whatever. But for now, yeah, I'm doing it up. I don't even know how much it is. I don't know how much it is. So imagine I've got a property that's unoccupied that I'm paying £700 mortgage for, and I don't even know how much it is. I'm not gonna say I don't care, but what I'm saying is it's not a financial burden to me. So what I'm saying is, if you're thinking about, oh, let me pay off my mortgage early so I don't have to pay this £700 a month, bro, you got bigger problems. You have got bigger problems, rude boy. Someone said, which house? I got another house around the corner. So I'm in a 3-bed house now. I got a house around the corner as well. I mean, I've got 3 flats as well. So I've got a total of 5 properties. You run the property personal or under business. So 4 of my properties are in my name, and I've got 1 property under a business name. What do you think of barbering as a trade? I mean, obviously you're asking me that because you're a barber. I mean, would I want my son to be a barber? No. So that's yeah, that's my obviously I need a haircut though, only but yeah. I said I hope you flexed your properties on your first date to get your woman. No. I mean, like saying you have your own house ain't really a flex. Like, yeah, you own your own house. I mean, maybe because I'm just so used to it, like, it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, but like, yeah. Why is it unoccupied? Yeah, because I'm doing it up at the moment. Yeah. So this RF person. Oh, no, they already responded. Do you enjoy your job? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like meeting the new tenants and whatnot. So, are you happy in life? Yeah, yeah, I'm happy. But like, I always want a bit more. You know what I mean? But like, I don't get up in the morning. Like, in the last, I don't ever get up and think, "Fuck my life." Like, I know someone. I know a chick that used to say that. She's like, "Oh, you don't know what depression is like. Depression is like when you get up in the middle of in the morning, you're like, fuck my life." I'm like, "Rah." But why? But why is your life depressing? You're not working. You're in some shitty basement flat that has no natural light coming in. Yeah. Of course you're gonna be fucking depressed. You have no money. You're on benefits. Of course you're gonna be depressed. This stuff is situational. How the hell do you expect to not be depressed? Living in a basement flat, you're broke. You're in a social housing. You got some people above you that are just some mad neighbors above you making up noise and that. Of course, you're gonna be fucking depressed. But why are you in that position? Because you ain't put the fucking work in. Yeah. So this guy said there's some rich people who are depressed. Yeah. Do you know why there's some rich men who are depressed? Because they get broken up they get broken up by a woman. A woman breaks up with them, and they can't get them back. There's some people. It don't matter what situation they're in, and that doesn't matter how good their life is going on paper, financially, they'll look in the mirror and still see a piece of shit. Of course, you're going to be depressed if you go and see a psychiatrist or a therapist. They're going to keep you in that state of depression. Why? Because they want your fucking money. There's a barber in the chat right now, Harvey Trims. Big him up. I don't even know. He might be a shit barber, but big him up anyway still. Might do that mad hairline that go like that, but yeah, big him up still. He would not make any money if he cut a man's hair one time and it was a permanent haircut for the rest of his life. He needs reoccurring customers. So when people who are celebrities that end up in therapy and that, I don't care what anyone says, they're telling them stuff and giving them pills and drugs to keep them in a depressive state. Why? So they keep coming back. Imagine being a PT, a personal trainer. You give someone one training session and they're fit for life. They look like fucking Action Man for life or Superman for life. You want them to keep coming back. Now there are certain personal trainers out there that you know, limit people's progress and that so that they keep coming back. That's fucked. But there's people out there, they don't quite get them to the stage that they really need to get to because they won't see them again. So that's the reason why certain people, certain celebrities and that celebrity men and that are depressed. They got broken up with by a woman. It doesn't matter what you want. Look at fucking Kanye West. He got dumped by Kim, yeah? He tried to get one chick that looked just like her or tried to make her look like her. You can't, no matter what you do, there's only one of everybody, yeah? My girl, it's impossible for her to meet someone just like me. Yeah, I'm not saying there's guys that are just like me out there. There are guys, but what's the chance of her meeting them? You understand what I'm trying to say? So there's only one of you. So it doesn't matter how rich you are, you cannot buy a personality. You can't. These things are natural. Yeah, it's not man-made. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You cannot buy someone's personality in that. So no amount of money can make this person come back into your life and show you love. So that's why some of these rich celebrity men and that are depressed because they can't get back that woman that they want. Like I said, look at Kanye West. He tried to make a woman look like his ex. That's some kind of like Texas Chainsaw Leatherface type of, you know, not so graphic sort of bullshit. And now you're trying to make your new girl look like your ex, blood. So this is the bullshit that people do. So yeah, so celebrity men, the reason why a lot of them are depressed is because they got broken up with by some woman and they can't get her back. You can always get a hotter woman. You can get a woman with a bigger BBL or bigger boob job, whatever, and that, but you can't get back that personality. You can't get back those stupid little inside jokes. Me and my girl have plenty of inside jokes. I don't even know any off the top of my head. I can't even remember at this moment. But just stupidness, just stupid little inside jokes. Let's say I broke up with my girl today and we didn't talk for 10 years. If I phoned her up, which I wouldn't, you know, the woman has to phone me if I break up with them, but, you know, I could say something and she'll know, oh, that's Jay. That must be Jay. I could send her a text message from an anonymous number. She'll know that's Jay. So you can't buy back people. You can't buy people. Like I said, certain people, no matter how good they get in life, how well they're doing financially on paper and that, they'll still look in the mirror and feel like a piece of unfulfilled shit. That's it. Plus, you got people going into therapy, seeing these therapists and that, they're giving them drugs that keep them depressed. And then they're talking about all their problems and that. Festering in their childhood problems and that. So that's why some rich people are depressed. Is there one or two people walking planet Earth, they actually have something wrong with their brain? Yeah. So that's why they're depressed. But most people, no. Someone left a comment saying, the JYs, I cried when I was handing back the mug. Trust me, it'll be worth it in the long run. Trust me. The amount of money you're going to save. Man said, every time I see this guy, see me where? See me on road or on TikTok? Or both? Do you feel you've reached your main purpose in life? Nah, man, I ain't got a Lamborghini yet, rude boy. Yeah. At some point, treat yourself after the success. But you know what? I treat myself every day, you know. I'm in treat mode every day because I work a decent job. I work a job that I enjoy. You know what I mean? I can turn on the heating whenever I want. Like, you lot might laugh. I'm like, oh, man, so you can turn on the heating. But there's people that can't afford to turn on the heating. I spoke to someone the other day. They said, it's summer. I refuse to turn on the heating. It's summer. Just because it's summer. So what? I don't give a fuck what month it is. I don't give a damn what month it is. If I'm cold in the night, I'm turning on the fucking heating. My girl has to fight with me not to turn the heating on. I'm a proper black man. It'll be the summer and I'll be putting the heating on at 24 degrees, yeah, in the quote unquote summer. I don't care what season we're in. If I'm cold, I'm cold. Yeah. I'm not a robot. Oh, it's summer, so I'm not turning on my heating. Yeah. When I have goosebumps and that, goosebumps ain't saying, well, boy, let's not show ourselves right now because it's summer. No, if I'm cold, I'm fucking cold. Yeah. So yeah, like I have peace of mind. I don't worry about money. I don't worry about, oh, this food shop's gonna cost a lot. Or boy, you know, I better watch out. Like I can only put 25 pounds and 37 pence in my tank this week until payday. So that's me, feeling fulfilled and being happy or whatever the person said. I have peace of mind. I don't worry about bills. I've got one of them top up electric meters. And I was just checking that, oh, I wonder when I need to top up next and that. Because I ain't got a smart meter in yet. It doesn't mean anything. I'll go on this top up £150. I don't care. The only thing I'm worried about, imagine lose the key or the key breaks or something like that. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about, oh boy, I ain't got £150. Peace of mind. Why have I got peace of mind? Because I put in the work over the years. That's what I'm saying. Be humble or be humbled. Yeah. Live humble in your 20s so that you can live comfortable in your 30s and whatnot and have no worries. Or you don't need to be humble in your 20s. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but then when you're 30, you're gonna be struggling. I promise you. I promise you. So at some point in your life, you need to be humble, or you'll be humble. Like I'm saying to the man then, at some point in your life, certain man, they don't want to sit down in the classroom for 3 years and study, 3 to 5 years and study. Okay, cool. Well, at some point in your life, you're going to be sitting down by way of a classroom or by way of a jail cell behind an iron door. So you pick the 3 years you're going to do. Now, you might not do a straight 3 years in prison, but those little 1 year, little 6 months, little 2 years, and that, bro, they all add up. There's man right now, big boys, they're 40, 45 years old, they've done a decade of their life in jail. Maybe not a straight 10, but if they add up all the years, all the remand time, all the months, all the recalls and that, bro, that's a decade. Well, we're gonna split hairs. Oh, it's only 9 years and 2 months. Blood, you've done a decade of your life in jail, blood. Because the problem is as well, when you keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, the world still moves, So you're slowing down your momentum. Because you should be working on some big plans, right? So you're gonna be working on them big plans if you're in prison. How are you gonna action those big plans if you're in prison and that? You're immobile. You can't get up and do what you want to do. So yeah, you just you're hindering yourself, man. So at some point in your life, you're gonna have to sit down. Your best is just sit down in the classroom, man. But like my Jamaican people will say, "Who not here will feel." So yeah, if you don't want to hear what I've got to say, hey, I'm sure you can get your phone and live stream and watch me watch my lives from in the jail. Because there's been man in these live streams like, yo, I'm in HMP Liverpool at the moment. I get man now and then messaging me like, yo, I'm in prison at the moment. This is on Instagram. I'm in jail at the moment. There was one I don't even know what prison he was in. Maybe it was HMP Liverpool. Sending me pictures of his jail cell, like, yo, I'm actually in the can right now. I'm like, I'm looking at the phone, I'm like, this guy's actually in prison. He's actually in prison. Like, he's showing me pictures of his cell. He's like, yeah, I can't even, I think he was coming out soon. He's from Turnpike Lane. I just vaguely remember the U. And he was asking me, like, oh, what college can I go to? Because I don't want to go to the Tottenham College because that's going to be a bit hot. Because I'm from TPL. So I said, go to Hertford Regional. That's out at the ends. I went there. It was cool. Yeah, the guy's sending me pictures of his prison. So I'm like, this guy is actually in prison right now. This is crazy. Someone said, man, I'm allergic to the classroom. Yeah. Man then be treating studying different courses at college like hot rocks. Can't be on it for too long. God forbid we're on an electrical course for a year and a half, 2 years and finish it. No, 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 no. We treating this thing like hot rocks. So we jump on one course. Once we settle in for a month or two, right, now it's time to get up and do a new course. And then from there, a new course. And then fuck it, fuck studying. I'm just going to go work for BT, City Fiber, Virgin, or Sky for 6 months, shadowing a man. And yeah, life will work itself out. I promise you, life does not work itself out. What would you recommend to do to make your apprenticeship application stronger? When you apply for your apprenticeship, tell them like it depends on what. Let's say for example, electrical. I would put after I complete my electrical installation, what I want to get into is inspection and testing. Show them that you're not even just thinking about just doing electrical installation. You're thinking about doing inspection and testing. Anyone that reads that will think, right, this you ain't even just trying to do electrical installation. He's trying to go further and beyond that. So therefore, if he's trying to go further and beyond electrical installation, then he must be willing to stick around and complete this apprenticeship. He's not going to be like some people that have dropped out 8 months or a year into it. So, but that's for electrical. With plumbing, I don't know, because obviously, like, I mean, the next stage of being a plumber is just probably being a gas engineer or something like that. So. Get a smart meter. Yeah, I've got a smart meter for the gas, but I need to get one for the electric. The problem is there's an asbestos board in front of the electric meter. So the electric meter is fixed on asbestos board. So I need to get, I don't know, whatever company to come out and remove it. But it shouldn't be down to me though, because it's the electricity company, UK Power Network. So what is it, National Grid? I think it's down to them to remove it. But someone said these lot will charge you even if your electricity is fully off. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, boss, I got my level 3 electrical installation diploma, but I got no experience. What shall I do? This what's his name? Sal or something like that. Send me an email at jystv@outlook.com. Let me put it in the chat. Hopefully it will anyway. Right, one sec. How do I don't even know how to leave a comment on this thing, you know. I'm like an old man, you know. I don't know about technology. I don't even know how the hell do I type a comment? This is crazy. Oh. Right, so jystv@outlook.com. So big man, who's this person? Who's this person? So yeah, the person's name's Sal05. Yeah, so send me an email at jystv@outlook.com. Ask for the video. Say, yo, send me that video you're talking about. There's a video that I've got, yeah. Or you can go and find it. Search JY's Apprenticeships on YouTube. There's a video. The thumbnail is me standing outside Broadwater Farm. I need to change the title of that video because it clashes with another video that's very similar. So. My boy said I'm saying I'm glazing you because I keep mentioning your gems. Well, what does glazing mean? You mean copying or something? One brother I know got 26 years. Yeah, got sentenced for 26 years. Yeah. Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, what for? Oh, attempted M. Ah, blood. I don't want to say too much. Yeah, but blood. The way people be getting burdened off for attempted M's. Hey, we might as well just complete the mission, blood. The fuck you I swear, people are getting more for the attempt than actually doing it. Even conspiracy to sell things they shouldn't be selling, or conspiracy to buy and handle things that they shouldn't be buying and handling. If you get what I'm trying to say, yeah, you will get more for a conspiracy, yeah. And all it has to be is you phone a man and say, yeah, I want to buy this, and they say, okay, meet me here. If you turn up there, do you know what? I think they're getting so mad with it. You don't even need to turn up XYZ place. Just you agreeing to it, bam, that's conspiracy. Boom, 5 years. Imagine that. Don't you think there should be a balance? Don't you think you should balance life a bit in your 20s? Because what if you don't live to enjoy it? But my argument is, look how many people are walking around right now who are 60, 70, 80 years old and they're broke. The chances of you living to 30, 40, 50 years old is very high. So you don't need to worry about, oh, I might not live to 20, to 40, 50, 60 years old. Imagine all of them people there that are broke, that are 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. You know, they had that mentality, YOLO. Live every day as it comes. Oh, why do I don't make no plans for the future? Because things don't always go to plan. Okay. This is why they're 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, broke, ain't got but 2 pence to rub together because they had that mentality. Yeah, man, for enjoy themselves a little bit. Like, look, when I talk about hard grinding and saving money, and that doesn't mean you can't spend a penny. Doesn't mean that you must just drink water and eat porridge every day for the rest of your life. No, or even for 10 years. No, what I'm saying is like, yo, yeah, you got to learn how to grind, man. And certain times you're not going to enjoy yourself. Like, there's some people, yeah, if you told them, right, you're going to grind for 2, 3 years straight, no fun, nothing, yeah, like, and let's say they was fortunate enough to kind of sort of enjoy their job. You know, there's some people they want to be able to hack that. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. You know, when I was at that infamous Holborn job, yeah, working there every day for 4.5 months straight, if someone said, yo, you can do this for the next 2 years straight, and it didn't affect me, like put it this way, when I was getting on the train at Edmonton Green and getting off at Seven Sisters, yo, I was feeling dizzy in that. Because although I'm sleeping, you still need to have those rest down days on the weekend. But imagine I could be crisp and it don't affect me in any way. Yeah. I can just keep working every day like it's nothing. Like I didn't work the last day, like I didn't work the previous day. I'll do that for 2 years straight. Why not? Why not? Yo, you gotta put yourself in jail, blood. Not by way of crime, but you gotta put yourself in jail. You lot have heard me say this before. We got Marvelous Marvin Hagler, he's a boxer. Well, he was a boxer, he passed away, but a boxer. He went to an abandoned hotel to train on his own in isolation. But you got to put yourself in jail, fam. Imagine that in a creepy abandoned hotel, man's training there on his own. Yeah, you got to put yourself, yeah. The best of the best do things like that. Andrew Tate, yeah, big Andrew Tate, he was saying that he locked himself in his room and he didn't want to leave until he found a way to make money or something like that. And he said the reason why he came up with that idea is because one of the scientists did that back in the day, Einstein or Newton or one of them man there. Yeah. One of them man there had that mentality. I'm gonna lock myself in a room, and I'm not gonna leave until I figure out this invention. Yeah. What's the guy that invented the light bulb? Thomas Edison, like them sort of man there. Yeah. That's the sort of mentality. To be fair, I thought about doing that before I heard it from Andrew Taylor. Like, yeah, lock myself in a room and that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you gotta put yourself in jail. Like even Kevin Samuels said it. Put yourself in jail. Yeah, not by way of crime, but put yourself in jail. But you gotta isolate yourself at some point in your life. If you want to make it, fam, you gotta you gotta have tunnel vision. You gotta isolate yourself. You think fucking Jeff Bezos, when he was building up his business and that, he was just taking 2-3 days off here and there. I'll just put in 4 hours work today, and yeah, you know what? This weekend I'm just gonna fuck about, and I'm gonna do the same for the next few weekends. No, no way, no way. That's what I'm saying. I used to listen to a lot of their motivational speeches and that before man discovered man them on YouTube and that, and they were talking about 14, 16-hour days. Nothing. You got to do what the average person is not willing to do. You can do what the average person does, then you're going to be average. The only way to get exceptional results is to put in exceptional amounts of hard work. You're not going to get exceptional results if you're just doing what the average person is doing. It doesn't even make no sense. It doesn't make no sense. The reason why I've got 5 properties at 31, I'm going to be 32 in like 2 months' time in September, is because I was willing to do what the average person is not willing to do. What's the average person willing to do that has a property? Let me pay off my mortgage early so I can save 400, 500, 700 pounds a month. I said, no, fuck that. I'm going to take on more debt so then I can bring in an extra 3 grand turnover into my bank account every month. Would you rather pull in the extra 3 grand, even if it's not all profit? Would you rather pull in the extra 3 grand and be expanding your empire, or I'm just going to save 700 pounds a month? Come on, man. Come on. Even if, yeah, that extra 300, that extra 3 grand that comes into your account ain't even saving you 700 pounds. It's just turnover because you've got overheads and that. There's still expansion because you're not expanding by saving 700 pounds, but you are expanding by bringing an extra 3 grand, bringing an extra 4 grand. You're not even setting yourself up the right way. That is not expansion, saving money. Obviously, at some point in your life, you've got to save money in that, but there's times where you're like, nah, I'm not even trying to save no money in this sort of aspect. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's more risk, but you know, if you don't take risk, you don't get reward. Legal or illegal. Well, see, I ain't promoting nothing illegal, but that's where it is. Man said you're too angry. It's not anger. It's not anger. It's passion. Do you go gym? Nah. Nah, man. Them, someone said, nah, man. Them, trust me. If you stay 2 steps ahead of the Jakes, then the sky's the limit when you're trapping. Yeah. All right then. Do you know? I met a few men in jail. So like, obviously, when you're in prison and that, you know, you say to me, what are you in for? That's the first question. What are you in for? Oh, you know, busting shots to the undies. So basically, a man was caught selling drugs to the undercover police and that. Well, you could get caught out. You could get caught out. The police have something that they can put in their throat so that they can smoke crack and not get high off the fumes. This is how they're rolling, blood. And that was 10 years ago. I heard about that. They probably got all some new shit. So you think you're 2 steps ahead? All right, you'll be 2 years behind in prison too. I'm not saying to not work hard and make sacrifice, but at least once in the blue. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, enjoy it. So look, I got a motorbike and that's my little little toy, yeah. But plus, I do things that I enjoy. You know, renovating properties, I actually enjoy doing it. Now, obviously, you come to some parts where it's like, fuck, man, this is a pain in the neck. That you come to you have some issues and that. But for the most part, I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm 21 and I have no qualifications with no job. Am I cooked? No, you're not. You're only cooked when you're getting cremated, rude boy. So you're 21, you have no qualifications. Do you know you can sign up to the level 1 electrical installation course with 0 GCSEs? So you can have 0 GCSEs and start the level 1 electrical installation course. So if you can start the level 1 electrical installation course with 0 GCSEs, electrical is not hard, but if we're putting everything on a scale, would be the harder course to attend because there's maths involved. Yeah. So if you can start the hardest course with no GCSEs, nothing, 0, you may as well be living on planet Mars for your whole life. If you can start that with 0 qualifications, no GCSEs, well then by default you can start plumbing, gas engineering, whatever, in it, carpentry, whatever. So you need to get yourself down to your local college and sign up to a course. If you ain't got no money, well then you should be working a job, doing whatever. Even if it's deliveries, whatever. You need to earn some money so that you can pay for this course. And even then, you should be going to the job center and that and asking them to pay for the course. Like see if they can give you any funding and that. Didn't they used to have like the Prince's Trust, like Prince Harry's Trust or something like that? Where I think that was for businesses actually, you know, some startup money. Yeah, I think that was for businesses. Right, let's see. Right, I'm leaving. I'm coming off in 5 minutes because I'm supposed to come off at 11 o'clock. I said, man, then buy a box with the right order and you can flip it into 3 times. Oh, this is a good one. I've never been asked this question. Well, not on a live anyway. What do you like in a girl? Obviously, submission. Like, it's not even what I like. This is what is going to happen, or we're not talking. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to go to war, and me and you are not gladiators and that. No. Yeah. You can do what I say, or you know, we can't speak. It's as simple as that. So yeah, submission. Obviously, like a girl with a little bit of brains and that. You know, I'm trying to say like sense of humor and that. But the thing is, yeah, like with women, if you're that guy, you can mold her. Like, you know, like some men, yeah, and we've all said it. Oh, you know, what if our personalities clash? You know, what if, you know, this is the way she is or whatever in it. My mentality now is like, she will be the way I want her to be. Like, imagine I've got a new girl, yeah? It's not about, oh, what if I don't like her personality? My personality will become her personality, yeah? She'll be like a carbon copy of me. Or not maybe not that close. What I'm saying is the way my girl thinks now, yeah? She told me like, yeah, the way I think like this because of you. If I didn't know you, I wouldn't have thought like this. Yeah. Yeah, you damn right. Damn right. The only problem is like obviously she's gonna have like friends who think a different way. Like, oh, you changed and all this bullshit and that. But do you outsource any of the renovation work? No. All I'm gonna do is get someone to change the boiler. That's it. What's the best side hustles on that? I mean, you can buy and sell cars. Listen, everyone should be starting up a TikTok account. You don't need to produce your own content. You don't have to talk like me. But what you can do is you can get clips, comedy clips, fucking clips of different cars if you're into cars, clips of different bikes, fucking runway models and that. Yeah, and then cut them up and put them on the TikTok account. So yeah, Ab, I just mentioned about the side hustles and that. If you lost everything, how long do you think it will take you to get it back, knowing what you know? Uh, yeah, it will take me a while, innit? But what I'm saying is, like, I reckon I'd be able to accumulate the amount of properties a little bit quicker. Potentially, because obviously I've got 5 properties over a 7-year period, but it took me a couple of years to save up the money to then get the first property to then now be on a 7-year. Plus, remember, properties are more expensive as well now, so you have to save up more as well. But yeah, I probably would be able to. It's a bit of a difficult one still. Yeah, probably about the same time, maybe a little bit less time. Yeah. Now, coming off in 1 minute. Yeah, so someone asked, am I working tomorrow? Yeah, work every day, mate. Right. So this guy said, I'm struggling to be productive on my every day on my uni summer break, no motivation to go gym. Bro, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm going to the gym. Like, you lot just need to learn how to hold yourself accountable. Like, if you lot are lazy and unproductive, don't you feel like a dickhead? Like, start saying this to yourself. I beg you. If I do so, if I'm not productive, if I'm lazy, I'm a dickhead. So therefore, you have to do it to not feel like a dickhead. Like, how can you not motivate you? So you need to learn how to be your own coach, you know? Because only you is gonna fix your life. No one is gonna no one's gonna get you and drag you out of bed and make you go to work. No one, I mean, maybe your parents might do that, but no one is gonna make you successful. Everyone that has a Ferrari and a Lamborghini, no one made them get out of bed and go and graft and get the money over the years to go and get that Ferrari or Lamborghini. No way. They done it on their own. So yeah, you can take the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. You gotta do the work yourself. Do you know what? Yeah, it might just be something so simple to get you in the. The problem is, yeah, it's not that you don't have no motivation, you have no discipline. That's what it is. Because not every day are you going to be motivated to do stuff, but it's discipline. Do you think Ronnie Coleman, the gym man, do you think he was motivated every day to go to the gym? No, but he was disciplined. So I don't care how I feel, I'm doing it anyway. Like, start doing little dumb stuff to make yourself disciplined. Every morning, you get up in the morning, you go piss, and then you do 30, 40 push-ups. Every morning you do that. Just little dumb stuff like that. So from the first 2 minutes when you wake up, bam, you're doing shit. You're doing shit. That will set you up to be disciplined, man. But yeah, 1 minute. When was the last time you took a day off? Boy, long time ago, mate. After doing a level 2 and level 3 electrician course at college, how can I get experience after? So obviously you haven't done an apprenticeship. Find my video on YouTube, JY's TV Apprenticeships, or send me an email, jystv@outlook.com, and then ask for the apprenticeship video. What was your strategy to get 7 properties? I've only got 5 at the moment. I haven't got 7. But yeah, basically buy properties, rent them out. Obviously, work a high-paying job, save my money, and then add the money that I'm saving plus the money I get from the rental properties, and then go and buy more properties. Obviously, I borrowed money against one of my properties to buy another property as well. That helped, obviously. You know, getting an extra 28 grand is a big help. Yeah, last 20 seconds. A man said, this is funny. So a man said it would be a cold day in hell seeing JY is wearing a Rolex sitting in a Merc, sitting in a Mercedes. You damn right. Don't worry, man said, I joined and I hear the last 20 seconds. Nah, don't worry, man. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. I ain't said nothing I ain't said before, man. So just stay tuned for the next live stream, yeah? I doubt it will be this week, but you never know, maybe. Definitely next week. So I'll be live streaming every week, once a week. So don't worry. You ain't gonna hear, you ain't missed nothing, you ain't really heard. Plus, hey, you can go and watch this live stream, you know. Go onto my YouTube channel and go and watch this live stream. So, and when I say watch the live stream, don't sit and watch it, just listen. Yeah, you should be listening. You should be doing stuff that's productive. So like I listen to people's live streams and whatnot when I'm working at my house. Yeah. There's like, obviously I listen to like, obviously a lot of Andrew Tate stuff and that. And there's one live stream I've listened to it like 3-4 times or whatever. I didn't, this is how you know, yeah, I don't even watch the videos, I just listen. I didn't even realize there was a part in the live stream where he was showing some 10 out of 10 things that he was dealing with before. I didn't even know. It's only true say I was sitting down at my laptop doing some paperwork and he showed the picture of the chicks. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's actually showing pictures of chicks on this video that he was when he was talking and that. Didn't even realize because I've never watched the video. I've always just been listening. But yeah, man, go and check out the live when it's not live. All right, I'm done now. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so yeah, I did go to Turnford College, yeah, Hertford Regional College, yeah. Yeah, sometimes listen to videos in the car. Yeah, man. I say, yo, G, how do you deal with people that have knives? I mean, you know, like you don't really want to be getting into beef with people that have knives and that. Anyway, man, that's it, man. Done. Stay away, it's done, man. All right, YouTube, man, them. Again, big up for the super chat still, Mr. Masterson. Respect. Stay away, it's done, man.